What is good, guys? Welcome back to a new video. I know y'all remember that era when Chief Keef had us wearing Ralph polos and white pants with a pop collar. I know y'all are cringing behind this screen right now. Y'all used to really pull up the score acting like it was full price, knowing damn well y'all's drip was from TJ Maxx. But let's get to this video. I'll be breaking down the Chicago drill sound that was popularized by Big Gucci Sosa himself. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the most influential eras because he simply just didn't give a shit. So let's get to it. But before I start, make sure to go subscribe, like, and drop a comment on what you want to see next. For these type of beats, you gotta have Nexus 2 or 3. It really doesn't matter as long as you got it or however you got it. I remember every motherfucker used to use this outdated ass shit, but Nexus done put this bitch on some steroids. On God, that bitch make Omnisphere look weak. So yeah, bro, let me go ahead and give you a preview of what this beat is gonna sound like.
Notus got that fuego.
Alright guys, so for the sake of this tutorial, where you want to be chilling at is in the factory settings. Most of these sounds, they were used to create this drill sound that everybody knows as glow beats. So what I ended up choosing was Hollywood Brass. This is the first layer of what I came up with. And for effects, all I did was added an EQ and shaped it out. Next, I chose the 70s Vinyl Strings 3. And this is a pattern I came up with as a top layer for the last layer. And for effects, all I added was a simple boost in the EQ right here. And this I decided to take off, but I ended up using this EQ instead. Alright, so next what I got is Guitar Fuse 2. And this is the pattern I came up with. For effects, I decided to add an EQ. And then I also added a Fruity Flanger. Nothing hard, something basic. Next, what I have is the Hands Up Bells 1. And this is the pattern I decided to lay down. It's basically just arpeggiated within the scale of the actual melody itself. And for effects, all I decided to add was an EQ. I cut out some low end and then added a boost in the highs. And for this last Nexus, I got Boise flutes. Basically copy the common chord progression within this melody. And this is what I came up with. So for effects, I added an EQ, added a booster on the mids because I wanted to bring out the mids and the flutes. And then of course, I added a fruity stereo enhancer just to separate the sound a little bit. So for the vibe of this beat, I wanted to go for that I Don't Like song by Chief Keef. And I had to get the infamous, you know what I mean, you dig. But besides the Vox, I did do some very simple things. I put the Vox on every single fourth bar. And then I added a snare layer to complement the clap. Now it's a Chief Keef beat without any snare rolls. So I did go crazy on the snare rolls. And this is what I came up with. Alright, so I did want to bring in a kick. I want this shit to slap you in your fucking shins, you know what I mean? And this is the pattern that I came up with. A trick for kicks, you do want to have it around 3, where I just pointed at, because it gives it that crunch for a lot of kicks. It doesn't apply for all kicks, but you know, just try it if anything. I promise you it'll make your kick slap. Now for the 808, I did want it to follow the kick, but I did lift some notes just to give it an interesting, more of a feel. This is what it sounds like. For the mixing on the 808, all I did was add fast distortion, and then I turned down the mix. And then, boy, you know I had to go stupid on them hi-hats, boy.
You like a hi-hat guy, kinda.
And then, of course, I used a cymbal. Bruh, I honestly didn't know what people use this cymbal for until now. So yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys for checking out the channel. Go do all that good stuff, you know, subscribe, like, whatever you want to do. Shit, catch you in the next one. Peace.